The ocean, a vast and unforgiving expanse. It has always tested the limits of human endeavor, and among those who dare to conquer its might, container ships stand as giants of commerce. These vessels, laden with goods from every corner of the globe, crisscross the oceans. They connect distant lands and fuel the engine of global trade. But their journeys are fraught with peril, a constant battle against the elements. And sometimes even the mightiest vessels can fall victim to the ocean's wrath. August 2024, the maritime world is shaken by news of yet another container ship in distress. The CGM Belem, a colossal vessel, finds itself at the mercy of a raging storm off the coast of South Africa. Reports emerge of lost containers tossed overboard like toys in a bathtub. The incident sends ripples of concern throughout the shipping industry. This is not the first time a CGM vessel has faced the wrath of the Cape of Good Hope. Just weeks earlier, its sister ship, the Benjamin Franklin, suffered a similar fate. The Cape of Good Hope, a place of legend and lore where two mighty oceans collide. It is a maritime crossroads, but also a treacherous passage feared by sailors for centuries. Here, powerful winds and unpredictable currents converge, creating a maelstrom of maritime danger. Even the most experienced captains approach this stretch of water with caution, and for good reason. The CGM Belem, a formidable vessel, embarked on what seemed like a routine voyage. It was sailing from Asia to Europe, a journey that took it around the southern tip of Africa. As it approached the Cape of Good Hope, the weather began to turn. The seas, once calm, started to churn. The crew, seasoned sailors, knew the reputation of these waters. They were prepared for rough seas, but nothing could have prepared them for the fury that awaited. The day the containers fell, recounting the events as the storm intensified and cargo met its watery grave. The storm hit with the force of a battering ram. Waves, towering like skyscrapers, crashed over the deck of the Belem. The wind howled like a banshee, its unseen hand pushing the ship to its limits. The containers stacked high on the deck began to sway precariously. Then, with a sickening crunch of metal on metal, the unthinkable happened. The container stacks started to collapse, sending dozens of containers tumbling into the raging sea. The crew fought bravely against the relentless fury of the storm, but the sea was unforgiving. 99 containers adrift, assessing the immediate aftermath and the scale of the maritime incident. When the storm finally abated, the true extent of the damage was horrifyingly clear. 99 containers, each holding tons of cargo, were gone, swallowed by the sea, their fate unknown. The waters off the coast of Richards Bay, South Africa, were now a debris field, a testament to the power of nature's fury. The financial cost of the lost cargo was immense, but the environmental impact was even more concerning. A beacon of hope in troubled waters. The South African Maritime Safety Authority responds to the distress call. As the Belem limped towards safety, a distress call crackled across the airwaves. The South African Maritime Safety Authority, SAMSA, sprang into action. A navigational safety warning was issued to all vessels in the area, alerting them to the presence of the lost containers. The search was on for the missing containers, a race against time to minimize the risk to other ships and the marine environment. The waters around the Cape of Good Hope are known by many names, but sailors often refer to them as the Roaring Forties and Furious Fifties. These latitudes, notorious for their ferocity, are ruled by powerful westerly winds that circle the globe, unimpeded by land masses. These winds, often reaching gale force and beyond, whip up the Southern Ocean into a frenzy of towering waves and treacherous currents. This is a region where the full force of the planet's weather systems converge, a testament to the raw power of nature. And at the very heart of these turbulent waters lies the Cape of Good Hope, a geographical bottleneck that intensifies the ocean's fury. Here, the powerful Antarctic circumpolar current, driven by the relentless westerly winds, is squeezed through a narrow channel. This creates a cauldron of churning water, where waves collide from different directions, their heights amplified by the shallows and the converging currents. For ships navigating this treacherous passage, it is a constant battle against the elements, a test of seamanship and vessel resilience. Predicting the weather in this volatile region is a daunting task, even with advanced forecasting technology. The complex interaction of wind, waves and currents creates a constantly shifting mosaic of weather patterns, making accurate forecasts extremely difficult. Storms can brew up with alarming speed, catching even the most experienced captains off guard. And once a ship is caught in the grip of the Cape's fury, there are few places to seek refuge. The perils of the Cape of Good Hope are a stark reminder of the ocean's untamed power, a force that demands respect and careful planning from those who dare to navigate its waters. Adrift in the unforgiving waters of the South Atlantic, the CMA-CGM Belem was a wounded giant. Stripped of almost 100 containers, its hull breached in several places. The once mighty vessel was now in a desperate fight for survival. The crew, shaken but undeterred, worked tirelessly to assess the damage and stabilize the ship, their first priority to find a safe haven from the relentless fury of the Cape of Good Hope. News of the Belem's plight reached the South African Maritime Safety Authority, SAMSA. A flurry of activity ensued as experts huddled to determine the best course of action. Finding a suitable port for a vessel of the Belem's size and in its current condition was no easy feat. Time was of the essence, and the wrong decision could have disastrous consequences. After careful deliberation, the port of Nkra emerged as the only viable option. Located on the eastern coast of South Africa, Nkra is a modern deep-water port, capable of accommodating even the largest container ships. Crucially, it offered a sheltered harbour, protected from the brunt of the storms that raged around the Cape. With a collective sigh of relief from all involved, the Belem was cleared to make its way to Nkra. On August 18, 2024, the beleaguered vessel limped into Nkra harbour, its ordeal finally over. For the exhausted crew, it was a moment of immense relief, a testament to their resilience and skill in the face of adversity. The successful rescue operation was a testament to international cooperation and the swift actions of the South African authorities. But the Belem's close call served as a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers faced by those who navigate the world's oceans. For centuries, the Red Sea has been a vital maritime route, a bridge between east and west. This narrow waterway, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean via the Suez Canal, carries a significant portion of global trade. Oil, gas, manufactured goods and raw materials flow through this maritime artery, fueling economies and connecting distant cultures. For shipping companies, the Red Sea route offers a shorter and more cost-effective way to transport goods between Asia and Europe, compared to the long and arduous journey around the Cape of Good Hope. But in recent years, a shadow has fallen over the Red Sea, the spectre of piracy and maritime insecurity. Armed groups operating from lawless coastal regions have targeted commercial vessels traversing this vital waterway. Tankers carrying valuable oil cargo ships laden with consumer goods, even passenger liners, no vessel is immune from the threat. The rise in piracy has sent shockwaves through the shipping industry, forcing companies to re-evaluate the risks and costs of using the Red Sea route. Faced with the escalating dangers in the Red Sea, shipping companies have been forced to make a difficult choice. Should they continue using the shorter, more cost-effective route through the Red Sea, knowing the risks involved? Or should they opt for the longer, safer but much more expensive route around the Cape of Good Hope, adding weeks to their journey and significantly increasing fuel costs? It's a dilemma with no easy answers, a stark reminder of the complex challenges facing global trade in an increasingly uncertain world. The CMA-CGM Belem's encounter with the Cape's fury is not an isolated incident. It serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our world and the ripple effect that maritime incidents can have. When a ship like the Belem loses cargo, the consequences are felt far beyond the immediate financial loss. Delays ripple through the global supply chain, impacting businesses, consumers, and even entire economies. The goods we rely on every day, from electronics and clothing to food and medicine, are transported across the oceans. When this intricate system is disrupted, the consequences can be far-reaching and unpredictable. To understand the broader implications of the Belem incident, we need to look at the bigger picture, the global supply chain. This complex network of interconnected systems and processes ensures that goods are manufactured, transported, and delivered to consumers all over the world. When a ship like the Belem loses cargo, it disrupts this delicate balance. Manufacturers may face shortages of raw materials, leading to production delays and lost revenue. Retailers may find their shelves empty, unable to meet consumer demand. And consumers may face higher prices or delays in receiving the goods they need and want. The challenges facing the shipping industry are complex and multifaceted. But the Belem story also underscores the importance of finding solutions to ensure the safety and efficiency of maritime transport. Investing in research and development is crucial. We need stronger ships, better forecasting systems, and more effective ways to secure cargo against the forces of nature and the threat of piracy. International cooperation is equally vital. By sharing information, coordinating efforts, and working together, we can create a safer and more sustainable future for maritime trade. The challenges are real, but so is our ability to innovate and adapt. By learning from incidents like the Belem's, we can chart a course towards a safer and more resilient future for the global shipping industry. The story of the CMA-CGM Belem is a stark reminder of the raw, untamed power that lies at the heart of our planet. The ocean, for all its beauty and bounty, is a force to be reckoned with. A realm where even the most advanced technology can be humbled in an instant. And as we send our ships laden with goods across these vast distances, we must never forget that we do so at the mercy of this unforgiving force. The risks are real, the stakes are high, and the need for vigilance is paramount. Yet, amidst the drama of crashing containers and the fury of the storm, there is another story to be told, a story of human courage, skill, and resilience. The men and women who sail the world's oceans, often far from home and loved ones, are the unsung heroes of global trade. They face the challenges of the sea head-on, relying on their training, experience, and unwavering commitment to bring their vessels and their cargo safely to port. Their stories deserve to be heard, their sacrifices acknowledged, and their contributions celebrated. As we look to the future of maritime trade, we must carry with us the lessons learned from incidents like the CMA-CGM Belem's. We must continue to push the boundaries of innovation, developing new technologies and strategies to enhance safety at sea. We must strengthen our forecasting systems to better anticipate and mitigate the risks posed by extreme weather. And we must strengthen international cooperation, sharing knowledge and resources to create a safer and more sustainable future for maritime trade. The journey ahead will not be without its challenges, but by working together, learning from the past and embracing innovation, we can chart a course towards a brighter future for the global shipping industry. A future where the perils of the Cape are met with the strength of human ingenuity and the unwavering commitment to safety on the high seas.